Hi, I'm Red. You're watching Pirate Garage. We're back at Forrest's shop with the all-wheel drive EM2. You know, Forrest is real busy doing a lot of really nice exhaust systems, a lot of other fabrication stuff. And I told him, you know what, just get this done when you can. It's been about 2.5 months. He's saying maybe another 2 weeks or so we might have this done. I really want to drive the car, but I want it done right. And perfection takes time. So he's been busting his ass, getting everything done, dealing with some oval tubing because we have a lot of space restraints with this car, not designed to have all-wheel drive. And he just wants to make everything nice and pretty and fit perfect. So come over here, Tim. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what he's working with. You can see, look under here, you can see the downpipe coming down. You got the wastegate up there. We got the flex joint right here. And then if you come back here, we have this transition that goes from 3-inch to oval, and then the oval goes all the way over here, and he made this crazy thing right here. So it takes the oval from this and it rotates it 90 degrees to give all of that ground clearance. And then it's going to go all the way back into the muffler, and you can see all the way back there the secondary muffler. And then we're going to get a nice little tip that goes on the rear.
Do you have that piece?
Yeah, Forrest has the piece over here. He's gonna show you guys real quick. So yeah, we have this.
Here's the tip.
Oh yeah. Got to get the tip. It's probably gonna fit right up here like this. Going into the second muffler right here, all tucked in nice. Made custom brackets right here. All the space with the drive shaft. This thing, I'm gonna have to jump it to get it to hit. And then if you come over here, Tim, you can see right here, this is about how it's gonna go. So beautiful setup. Forrest, he's just knocking it out of the park. And
Okay.
yeah, it's definitely worth the time. So I mean, if there's anything else you want to say about this, Forrest, or did I cover it?
You covered it. I think everything is good.
Yeah. So
we got another week on this, and it'll be done.
Yeah, and then also too, you got to keep in mind that Forrest, he's making 2 exhaust systems, one for my car and one for Tim's.
Yep. So what it is, I have to build it. Then once it's done, then I have to just replicate it. And everything's pretty much replicated all over there. I just, it'll just be.
Come on over here, Tim. So yeah, we got a couple of things on the workbench right over here.
Nope.
So also too, Forrest offered to make me my intercooler pipes. So we have a Precision PT1001. So it actually has a Garrett 1000 horsepower water to air core with the end tanks already here. We're gonna run dash 12 line, so it's a 3/4 inch line, and we got some cast elbows. We have one right here. This is actually gonna go on the back of the turbo. Since the turbo spits out right at the firewall, we're actually going to go behind the turbo, and there's a nice little kind of pocket right there on the firewall where there would be some hoses, a bunch of other stuff. But we're just going to run the pipe right there and just delete everything. So Forrest said he's going to cut this right here. He's going to weld it to the turbo, and then we've got a nice little V-band, and it's going to go straight out, and then it's going to go up into the intercooler, then it's going to spit out, and then go back up into the throttle body. So it's going to be super short, all the spool.
Can I pick up the intercooler? I want to take a look at that.
Oh yeah. This is
Show the other side, the logos.
it's pretty beastly.
Yes.
Precision. What's that rated to?
Yeah, I already said.
1,000?
Yeah, 1,000 horsepower core. And then also too, I thought this was pretty cool. Forrest was showing me this part right here.
Pretty cute.
Yeah, little baby flex joint. This is gonna be for the wastegate, because we're gonna recirculate the wastegate going back into the downpipe, because screamer pipes are cool, but I'm not really feeling it. I'd rather my car be quiet so I can sneak up on people. They're not gonna know it hit them until they look at my taillights. So I mean that's kind of what we're working on right now. If you want to show them something else for us.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, and what do you think about this collector, Tim? At Forrest, he actually used to work for Burn Stainless, and he was doing a lot of these collectors because the guys who do it right know how to do it. So show them how these are made for us.
Yeah, one thing is, let me just give you a little education. A lot of guys they'll take a piece of steel and they'll form it like this.
Oh yeah, and they just take the pipes and then they just
jam it in
weld
there.
it. Yeah.
And it looks horrible. So this is when I cut off an Edelbrock header. So look at that. They
just put a tip in the middle.
Have you ever seen a fence post? So they cut the tip off the fence post.
Wow.
And that's what, when you buy an Edelbrock header, that's what you get.
Yeah, but that's you know, it's expensive to make these kind, because how is that done, Forrest?
Okay, so what I do is there's a company in California that mandrel bents these to the angle that I want. And so then when I get them, what I'll do is I have a milling machine over there. So I put this in the mill and cut this, you know, and this is, you know, you have a 1/4 inch off the, so when these come together, you have a nice equidistant and everything, and it flows correctly. So,
yeah,
so if you want to come over here and check
that
that out, and it looks nice.
Yeah, just check that out right there.
That's perfect. It's like a church spire.
Here's a titanium merge collector I did for a motorcycle.
Check that out.
So,
Dude,
that's the proper way to do it. That's when you want full flow and you want everything to go nicely, because...
Can I see the back of that? See, that's what you want. That's perfect.
and everything's TIG welded. I don't use a MIG. So when you TIG it, you also have to TIG the inside. Now if you can see the cone, but everything has been hand welded on the inside.
Man, that's beautiful for us.
So, you know, if you go and get your cheapy header, you're just going to get something MIG'd that looks...
Yeah, just kind of thrown together and welded. I mean, you know, you get what you pay for. You know, there's nothing wrong with an Edelbrock header, but it's not going to be to the same quality as something that's handmade by an artist.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's something that Forrest does, and you know, that's how we're going to set this header apart. Something that's going to be really nice for Tim's car, because my car doesn't need a merge collector. I got a turbo. So, but Tim does.
So these are all the custom hangers we laser cut here. So these physically go on the muffler like this. Nope. Just like that. One thing that we like to do here is when you're underneath the car, it's impossible sometimes to pull the rubber hanger off. So we use a system where we use a bolt and you can just unscrew it. It comes off really quick. And these guys like it. They when they actually physically have to take things off, they can have the whole exhaust off in, 10 minutes?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you just pull the V-bands, you pull the bolts, and you're done.
Well, that's how you had my my original header that you made, and I could break that thing apart in like 5-10 minutes. Yeah.
And these are the exhaust tips for Red and Tim. What I do is I basically have a 3.5, and this is 3, and I form this, and I spin it on the lathe and polish it up really nice. So,
nice.
And,
but yeah, and also too, these were the mufflers that Forrest was talking about last time. So as you can see, it's a straight through design right there, and it has the special insulation
from Italy.
Yeah, from Italy. So yeah,
it's stuff red.
That's just some sealant, so it'll seal.
Nice.
But yeah, we got a straight through design. Forrest said they're going to be very quiet. I'm not going to have to worry about noise.
Yep, I just did a big block Chevy, an LS7, and 500 horsepower. And it's crazy. Just for a straight through design, it was dead quiet.
So I mean, that's pretty much it, right, Forrest? Anything else you want to add, or?
I just got to get it done.
Yeah, got to get it done. So you know, that's half the battle. You know, people have other things they have to deal with, and you know what? You can't always work on stuff 24/7. And Forrest, he just works for himself, just like me. So sometimes he can't do stuff right away.
Yep. So one thing too is there's all these little brackets here. These don't really look like much, but since
it all takes time to build.
Yeah, one thing I'm doing is I'm trying to make this so that Tim and Red don't have to physically modify the car. So like this, there's actually a heat shield underneath the car, which this is going to bolt to. Then these little hangers are going to go here like this, so they can get to them. I mean, it's not.
It's the details.
It's details, yeah. So. And one thing too is all on the stock Hondas, they don't have any support for that rear muffler. So I'm making actually physically a new support front and rear, so they can drop the center pipe and the muffler's not going to drag.
Oh yeah, and everything has support. And also too, I mean, for the vibration, it's not going to tear things apart.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, you could give it a little bump and it's not going to crack everything.
Yeah. And let me show you some of the you were talking about the transitions underneath the car.
Oh yeah. Look at this. So. This is a nice little part that Forrest spent some time to make. So we got to take the transition from the oval and then spin it, but then also too, we want to keep that ground clearance.
So, and with ovalized tubing, it turns.
Yeah, there you go.
That's beautiful.
Yep. So it's all about the details.
Yeah, ground clearance on these cars sometimes is
Well, you know,
minimum.
it's a street car. It'll always be a street car. You know, we got to deal with speed bumps. We got to deal with all this stuff on the road. And you know what? I want my car to last. And, you know, this is probably going to be the last exhaust I ever build for my car. I got the setup where I want it, you know, and I'm old enough to decide what I want and how I want my car to be built. So this is the end all be all. And I got the man to make it.
Right on.
So. All right, so yeah, you know what? I wanted to give you guys an update, kind of show you guys what's going on with my car. I have been working on it. I've been collecting parts. We're gonna make a bunch of videos once it comes back. We got a lot of great things that we're gonna be doing to it, including a GearX gear set that I got from Jeff. He hooked it up. I've been helping him out with some transmissions, so he gave me a really good price. So, but I'll give you guys an update soon. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.